Number 10. Hammurabi's Code of Law. Hammurabi's Code of Law was written somewhere between 1792 and 1750 BC. It was a collection of 282 rules and regulations engraved on a stone pillar. Invaders would later raid Mesopotamia, leaving the mammoth structure forgotten until 1901, when it was found by a French archaeological team in present-day Iran. Our system of government and democracy today can be attributed to Hammurabi's Code. It touched on the principles of minimum wage, family law, victims' rights, and even capital punishment. Number 9. The birth of Jesus. The exact date of Jesus' birth is unknown and has been disputed for some time now. This event led to the humble beginning of Catholicism and Christianity, the largest religion to date. Over the centuries, teachings of Jesus himself and the Bible have forever changed the course of human history. Religious beliefs as a whole have had both positive and negative impacts on the world. Number 8. Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was born in Genoa, Italy on October 31, 1451. At the time of his youth, the people of Europe only knew of two other continents, Asia and Africa. Columbus spent much of his life sailing and was highly literate. On August 4, 1492, he set sail from Palos, Spain with 3 ships and roughly 100 men in hopes of finding a more direct route to parts of the Middle East. Many months later, the 3 ships landed near the Caribbean islands. Unknowingly, Christopher Columbus became the first to reach the New World. Many years later, other explorers would also reach the continental United States. Number 7. The germ theory. Louis Pasteur may not be the most well-known person in this list, but he sure did a wonderful thing that helped us all. His theory, known as the germ theory, states that disease is often caused by the presence and actions of microorganisms within the body. This radically changed the practice of medicine and paved the way to more modern techniques of sanitation. In the following decades, scientific proof was provided that supported his theory. Number 6. The Wright brothers. Wilbur and Orville Wright were bicycle engineers and salesmen. The two brothers had been fascinated with the concept of aeronautical technology. For years, they spent hours upon hours studying past designs and attempts of human flight. On December 17, 1903, the Wright Flyer 1 took to the air, becoming the first aircraft to remain in flight for a suitable amount of time. Thanks to this invention, mankind has traveled to every corner of the world and back, even landing on the moon. Number 5. The Great Depression. On October 29, 1929, the American stock market crashed and began a massive economic slump, what we know today as the Great Depression or Black Tuesday. The lives of millions were left in ruins. It would not be until many years later that the economy would pick up again. This period of time cast a dark shadow over American history. In recent years, financial advisors and bankers have been warning the public of the next Great Depression. Many speculate that our next collapse could be the worst one yet. Number 4. Nazi Germany. Germany was a bad place to live during the 1930s. An economic depression had hit much of Europe at this time. Germany was at an all-time low, especially due to the fact that nearly 15 years earlier they were defeated during World War I. These conditions provided the chance for Adolf Hitler to come to power under the National Socialist German Workers' Party, better known as Nazi. Hitler was a powerful speaker who had a way with words. This helped him gain respect throughout the country, which gave him the chance to enter World War II. The total number of non-combatants killed by the Germans in this time is believed to be around 11 million innocent men, women, and children. Number 3. 9/11. September 11, 2001 started out as a typical sunny day, different than no other. Sadly, around 9 a.m. that morning, 2 airplanes crashed into the World Trade Centers in New York City. Shortly afterwards, the immense skyscrapers collapsed and in the process took thousands of lives. This event and day is marked as one of the most solemn in American history. It also led to the signing of several bills, such as the Patriot Act. Since its signing, the debate over the Patriot Act's legitimacy has been ongoing. Many people still debate whether the attack was a false flag on our own soil carried out for political benefits and gains, or if indeed it was a terrorist attack from foreign enemies. Whatever the case, America will never be the same. Number 2. John F. Kennedy's assassination. President John F. Kennedy was shot and killed on November 22, 1963. This marked the end to a life and a legacy. Although his death is not nearly as tragic as those who died on 9/11, there is more to it than some out there may think. JFK had plans to move all U.S. troops out of Vietnam by 1965. The death of President Kennedy sealed the fate for 58,000 men who were fighting an unwinnable war. Lyndon B. Johnson reversed Kennedy's orders, and in doing so, took the lives of many more American and Vietnamese soldiers. Number 1. The World Wide Web. The invention of the Internet and World Wide Web has drastically changed the course of human history. In the age of technology, we grow more attached and in need of computers by the day. Without this invention, it would be impossible to conveniently store years of information all in one small, compact place. Nearly every military personnel will tell you that communication is the most important thing needed for winning any war. Today, this is possible and can be done in a matter of seconds with the push of a button. The NSA, also known as the National Security Agency, collects and stores data from almost every American citizen and other world leaders, which can intercept terrorist activities, but also infringes on privacy. The Internet has been used for both good and evil, but the positive impact it has had on the world highly exceeded the latter. Like these top 10 videos? Subscribe by clicking the annotation here and give our video a like. Have an idea for a future top 10? Leave a comment in the section below.